Hey guys, it's Gunner again, and here we are, part 2 of the Applejack chapter from the Canterlot tales. All right, last we left off, yeah, pretty much Applejack got super horny, and now she and the main character are now in this grass field, and they're about to get it on. So. Anyways, here's part 2. You back off a little, staring down at her chest, her full tits, those two perky nipples sticking out, draw your attention away from winning her over. You grab one fully in your palm and lightly massage it. Applejack leans back on her straight arms and stick her chest out. You trace her slim belly down to her short denim shorts. The button would be so easy to undo, you think to yourself. I could just reach down, undo it, and the pants are so tight, but it would come undone if I just did it myself. Your free hand begins to move towards your zipper on its own. You quickly catch yourself and look up at Applejack's face. Her eyes are closed. Her mouth hangs open slightly, breathing deeply. Your chest heaves as you fondle her breast lightly. They must be sensitive. You store that nugget of information away for future reference. He's just a crush. That was what AJ had said last. Now it's time to tell her. Now is the time to see her for yourself. AJ? Your voice catches a tiny bit, but you let it stay in the immediate past. She opens one eye and pants. Yeah? What are you doing? What are you doing tonight? I mean, after the sun goes down and the South Orchard's all finished up. You start groping and move behind her. You can easily slide 2 fingers down and pleasure her. The thought stays in your mind vividly. She says and wiggles around your arm. Well, this is a secret, but my friend Pinkie Pie's fixing up a party in the barn. Me, Big Mac, Pinkie, some of our friends and I are planning on selling the last barrels of apple pie moonshine there. You're invited, of course, but don't let on to Apple Bloom or Granny. If she ever finds out her 20-year-old daughter are getting drunk on the farm, I don't think she'd spike me, but I'm sure she'd give me chores until I'm older than her. The image of Applejack getting a vigorous spanking lingers in your mind. Sounds great. You reply softly to her ear. I can't wait for tonight. You're gonna have to help with the harvest, you know. AJ retorts as your hands slide up to her big round breast again. Fuck. You reluctantly accept that reality has you caressed her from behind. Gladly, AJ. Do I have to pay for my share of moonshine, or can I just pay you in touch? Your right index finger glides straight down to her navel, following a slight dip in the center of her abdomen. You stop, circle around her belly button, squeezing her entire left breast at the same time. Applejack breathes deep and hard, moaning softly. Her smooth, sexy voice excites you even more. You slide your finger down to just above her pants. You can feel her smooth skin, and her belly is hot, yet a midsole a bit rougher. She must have recently shaved. You smile, lick your lips, grab her breast hungrily, lifting and moving it around and slip your finger under her pants. You feel her soft panties rise over your fingernail. You're so close to her hot slit. There's no hair down there, not even bumps. Applejack hotly yet softly mounts out your name. You kiss her neck neck and take the plunge. You bury your fingers deep into her pants. Your middle and pointer fingers encountered her soft, fleshy bump. You refer to her clit from the way she flexes her legs and abs. Applejack relaxes and undoes the button of her pants, then quickly drops her zipper. Help me with my shorts, Tristan. AJ asks you, barely loud enough to be heard. She lifts her legs. Her nicely shaped thighs stick up in the air like a practiced Playboy model. You picked her up off from the blanket briefly to get her shorts up from her legs. Once they are to the knee, you circle around and swiftly pull them all the way off. You examine them. There was a large wet spot just below the zipper. You look back to AJ's flushed face. She's now in nothing but her small red panties. You admire her strong, submissive form. She's watching you with her big, curious green eyes. Grin back and lick the wet crotch of her jean shorts. The strong organic flavor is mildly revolting, but you don't care. In the heat of the moment, not to mention the day, the wet cotton tastes like the sweetest apples. You can't wait to dive under her panties and get a taste from that orchard. Applejack giggles as you toss aside her panties and move your face between her legs. Her thighs are slick with sweat and other juices, so you tease her by lapping those up. Your dry throat now runs with saliva. Applejack moans excitedly as your tongue presses against her slit through her thin silk satin. You reach up and hastily pull them off, taking a long whiff and another lick for your own sake. Her scent is still strong. It's driving you batshit insane with lust. Ooh. Gently you move back in and kiss the smooth skin just above her virgin vagina, her soft petals glistening with sticky wetness. Beckoning for you to try and enter, you can't hesitate anymore. You kiss the top of her cunt and continue down her slit. Applejack's heated moans fall away as she tosses her head back. You touch a finger to her lips and gently slide them apart. Feeling for her clitoris, the hard nub is easy enough to find, so you slip your finger down her wet slit. With your tongue, you lick and tease her clit as you prod her tight interest with your fingertip. Your groin is aching for a chance to enter. It's been months since you've had a poke. Traveling hasn't granted regular opportunities to masturbate either. It's been nearly a week since you've rubbed one out. Uh-oh. That's gonna be a large load. You quickly adjust your dick with the free hand and concentrate on pleasing AJ. You bend your wrist and spread Applejack's soft pussy lips with 2 fingers. Then lick her hot slit from the hole to the clit. Using plenty of pressure, as planned, Applejack cries out briefly with extreme pleasure. Her pussy secretes just a little more fluid. You massage up and down with 2 fingers, then spread her lips again. Your tongue travels heavily up and down 3 times. Applejack is panting now. It's obvious she really wants more than to feel every wet, glorious bump of your tongue. Ready, AJ? You peer up, then a bit higher to see over her heaving chest. She nods assent. Her big green eyes are even cuter when her face is crimson. You return to her wet, soft petals, gently parting them with her 2 fingers again. You took her entrance with the tip of your tongue and slowly push it inside. Her cunt is so tight, it squeezes hard around your tongue. You force it to go in as deep as you can. Her fresh fluids hang out to your taste buds, and her scent shoots straight up your nose to your brain. Your vision slowly fades to white. You just go crazy inside her, licking and tasting her insides with your tired tongue. Applejack's cry breaks your fury. Her hips Her hips are flexing and she looks close to climax. You open your eyes to see that your black blanket has a little wet puddle on it, and AJ's cunt is contracting sporadically in pre-orgasm. Your jaw is completely exhausted, but you don't care. You open wide and suck her pussy lips inside your mouth. Her pussy squirts a little bit of orgasmic fluids into your mouth. God, Tristan, I'm coming. Oh God. You penetrate firmly with 2 fingers. Turn your wrist so your palm is pointing up. And massage with your fingertips rigorously. Your G-spot is difficult to find, especially through the haze you're still climbing out of. Soon enough, however, you find it. Applejack cries out in pleasure again, but her clitoral orgasm has plateaued just before the peak. Her cunt is hot and extremely wet, excluding copious amounts of juices. Wetness flows down your forearm. You press up and rub her G-spot faster and harder. The little bulge is growing inside of her. Your fingers are beginning to fatigue, but AJ's nearing her limit. You sure a quick pinch on her clitoris will send her sailing into orgasmic release, but you want to make her very core come hard. What? Whatever you're doing, don't stop. Don't stop. Oh God, that's good. I'm gonna come. Fuck. AJ pants, shivering in the hot heat. Good fuck. God fucking God, you Tristan, make me come. You resist the urge to just bite her clitoris and be done with it. The noises she's making is too cute. AJ's exasperated moans fly all around, fading into the waving grass around you. You thrust your 2 fingers as deep as they go, drawing them back quickly and push them back in. You do this a few more times while AJ hovers just around under the threshold. Your fingers sup in a heartening bulge inside her soft, wet cunt. You pitch and play with her orgasmic button until she seems close to bursting. Oh, fuck! Applejack finally explodes, showering your forearm with a thick blanket with feminine ejaculate. Her hips seem to lose control. Her thighs flex and open wider than before. AJ's abs tense up, and her contorted and screaming face will be looking down if your eyes were open. Several successively smaller squirts squirt out, and you cannot resist opening your mouth and catching a mouthful. The liquids taste vile yet extremely erotic. You spit it into the grass and rub your jowls with your wet hand. Applejack rubs her red and wet cunt with 4 fingers in a circular motion and looks up to you, a big dim smile on her face. That was fucking amazing, Tristan. AJ forcefully coos to you. I don't want to know where you learned how to do that. Just as long as you do it to me again. You smile back, just watching her cool herself down. Her pussy looks perfectly fuckable. You just want to whip it out and penetrate Applejack. Before you have time to act on that thought, AJ gets up and kisses your mouth. Your lips mingle briefly until Applejack makes a soft noise and inserts her tongue into your mouth. She briefly explores your mouth, but pulls away shortly. Reminds me of Dash, AJ mutters, wiping her chin. You long to kiss her mouth again, push her down and lay your weight on her to penetrate. You move closer to kiss again, but a faint rumble makes Applejack perk up. You ignore it and instead kiss her cheek. Move down to her cheek and grab one breast. Shh, stop, Tristan. Did you hear that? You nod, breathe heavily into your shoulder and lick her hot, sweaty skin. Yeah, I heard it. Stop it already, I think the truck's coming. Her southern drawl is too sexy to you. Her words are almost just as soothing sexy song to your ear. Your primal brain steps aside to let you process the situation, and you set up as well. Fuck! We gotta get dressed! You kneel in front of AJ and search for her clothes. Her hat, shorts, bra, and shirt are all immediately found. So is your shirt. Where's my underwear? Yeah, Applejack asks hysterically. They must be in the grass somewhere. Just go commando. We don't have time. Applejack slips on her brown shirt hastily. How her big breast doesn't just tear the shirt to ribbons is beyond you. Her soft shirt is so tight it looks like she was born in it. You remember she had an overshirt, and she quickly finds out as well. Fuck me. Do I have a choice? I don't have a choice, do I? Applejack whines as she slips on her shorts. You relish the image of her pristine pussy sliding over the cover of her skin-tight shorts. If they were made of nylon or some elastic materials, you're sure they show her lips perfectly. You and AJ hastily fold up the stained blanket and hoist it onto your right shoulder. You step to the road through the tall grass and over the fence just as the tow truck stops behind your vehicle. That was close. A large bead of sweat falls from your brow and into the earth inside the barn. Your palms are rough and red from hefting rope-handled baskets all afternoon. After Big Mac confirmed that the distributor cap had indeed been split, you happily agreed to work for the rest of the day for a free meal in bed. Your job in the harvest was primarily hauling apples. Applejack and Big Mac would shake and pick the fruit from the trees. Apple Bloom would help with making sure all the good apples were in the right baskets. The close siblinghood brings a very warm feeling to your gut, and AJ's tight body brings a hot feeling to your groin. The mind-numbing manual labor makes the hours drone on, causing the orange sunset to surprise you with its arrival. You lean your bare shoulder on the frame of the barn door and just look down over to gently rolling orchards. The south field is completely finished, but all but one basket you have for Applejack to finish. You spot her now sweaty and breathing hard, making her way up the slope towards you. Her arms are flexing, hefting the extra full bushel. You leave to AJ from a ways away. Need any help, Applejack? Nope, she replies quickly. I can get it. This here's the last bushel. You stand up and feel the breeze cool your sweaty skin. You notice Applejack's face redden when her eyes meet yours. She verts her eyes and smiles, stealing a few looks at you as she walks up. You feel more secure in your appearance, seeing that AJ's noticeably interested. Maybe the explosive orgasm earlier had her hooked. You can't decide. You follow her into the barn. A stack of barrels serve as a makeshift bar, complete with many stacks of red plastic cups. Tonight's party is ready to serve hundreds, but AJ said that only a few dozen at most would show. You're tired, so you hope that's the case. How many barrels do you plan on selling anyway? You ask AJ. She straightens up and stretches her head. Between 4 and 6, I think. I don't plan on selling them all. Gotta keep a reserve through the winter and sell it at a markup and a personal stash. She's quite the salesperson. The first batch would go by quick. People would stock up some. Before long, however, people would crave more liquid pie and be back. It would make a great holiday gift, so drunks undoubtedly needed a jar for their loved ones. Alright, I guess. You hopped up onto the barrel and brushed your legs. Sun's going down. When's the party to start? Applejack laughs playfully and saunters towards you. Not for a bit. Pinky's still gotta show up at the... Hey! AJ, a bouncy and voluptuous woman with crazy pink curls yells from the barn door. And AJ's friend? She gasps and skips inside. I haven't seen you in years. How are ya, huh? Is it Trent? No, Tyler? Nah, Tim. It's Tim, right? You remember her from your last time in Ponyville. She's Pinkie Pie, one of the best partiers. If she's here, you can't wait for the party to kick off. Close. It's Tristan. Ah, Pinkie Pie looks genuinely disappointed. I would have had it if you didn't give me a hint. Now what are you doing in Ponyville or Sweet Apple Acres, I suppose? She's exuding jubilation at this point. My car broke down this morning, and so I've been working here all day hauling in apples. So Pinkie, where's the party? Pinkie's excited gigantic eyes close halfway, showing off a thick layer of eyeshadow. I thought the fun was just coming up from Ponyville, but now I think a big hunk of fun is waiting for me here. Her eyes work over your naked torso, bringing a genuine blush and an exaggeratedly seductive smile on her cute face. A figure appears at the doors, stopping the interrogative dead on arrival. Hiya, Fluttershy. Hi, John. How are you two doing? Ready to party? Pinkie Pie literally jumps at them, holding the couple in their arms from behind. AJ and Tristan are going to serve up some real liquor, aren't you? Sure, Pinkie Pie. Applejack replies in her modest southern accent. Y'all are covered, but don't share. I gotta buy materials for next year's batch, after all. AJ moves to your immediate right and leans her elbows back to the row next to you. From your vantage point, you can easily see down her button-plaid work shirt. Her breasts are bare underneath, but a glance would betray the truth. They're still perky despite their size. Really? A timid voice says. You look up quickly, cursing yourself for staring in front of company. That's so nice of you, Applejack. I mean, I appreciated everything. I really do. The strikingly beautiful girl's voice fades into nothingness. She shies away into the guy's arms. John, you remember. Then it hits you. He's your best friend from elementary school. His slender body is a far cry from his pudgy appearance in the 5th grade. You throw your sweaty shirt back on to greet him. John recognizes you after a moment, and you happily share tale of ventures past. You explore the ditch behind your old house and leaving to Canterlot for college. You share vivid and life-changing stories. Fluttershy leaves after a bit to mingle or something, and she instantly becomes a token of conversation. You find his story of a one-night stand turned into a fruitful, sexy relationship hard to believe. Either way, it's doing well, and you hope your night ends with much the same. Before you know it, the music is pumping and pretty annoying, and you realize that you haven't had a drink. At some point, a stereo was set up without you noticing. You've been engrossed in conversation. You're startled by Applejack when she shows up with her small jug in her hand and a sway in her step. Applejack's friendly smile has since turned slightly more pleased as more and more people trickle in. Some chairs and various party accessories are set up and occupied around you. A few faces are familiar yet off. It's been years since you've been in Ponyville. At least 30, maybe 40 partygoers are in the large barnyard. Years older since you've last seen them. You recognize a few, yet no one recognizes you. Here's Sugar Cube on the house. Applejack leans on you and hands you a glass full of liquid that looks like cider. You carefully take it and have a sip. It tastes just like fresh apple pie, if pie were in the form of cider. A strong minty and volatile aftertaste stings your throat, but it's pretty strong stuff. You hope no one drove here. Ooh, that's strong. How much alcohol is in this, AJ? Applejack snickers and rests both hands on your back of your shoulders. Enough. Hey, Tristan. You look kind of tired. Wanna take a load off? I know a nice apple tree we can sit under. Applejack has obviously dipped into her own barrel a bit. She's not too drunk, however. Sorry, John. Sorry, John. I'd love to hear about how that cartoon's going, but I guess I got a jar of moonshine to drink and treat a cylinder. Applejack giggles and looks over your shoulder at John, who's smiling widely. It was great catching up, though. I'll see you some other time. Sure, John says back. Since you're staying here in Ponyville, I'm sure I'll run into you again. Take it easy. Drink responsibly. Sure, Mom. You retort as per the usual way you used to interact. You look forward to rekindling a long dormant friendship, but you look forward to penetrating AJ's tight pussy even more. Besides, you could catch up tomorrow. You turn to the left and to leave with Applejack, but Pinkie Pie blocks your path, wearing a very sexy tube top. Oh no, I think Pinkie has the hots for me. Her delicious curves are exposed, and her shirt leaves little to the imagination. Hey, you two. Her party voice has been replaced by a playfully seductive one. Want a party? Just you, me, AJ, a quiet hill out on the moonlight, plenty of screaming, just us. As she talks, her heavy steps make her tits bounce wildly. I can keep a secret if you two can. She's now directly in front of you both. Her hands are on your shoulders. Up close, her waist is much more sexy than you remember. Hers is not quite as flat and tight as Applejack's stomach, but still sexily contracts her wide hips and her large breasts. Pinkie Pie takes a jar from your hand, touching your fingers clumsily, and takes a long draught of your moonshine. A fair amount dribbles down her chin and trickles down her long cleavage line. You look over to Applejack. She's licking her lips hungrily. You know, AJ, that's good. Pinkie's silly speech is slightly sluggish. Pinkie licks her lips and closes her eyes. Applejack looks to you, catching your eyes. Her face is as red as the barn doors behind Pinkie Pie. Well, what do you think? Pinkie Pie stands with her chest out and hands on the hem of her skirt. You hesitate. I should ask AJ. Applejack turns and you make a little huddle so Pinkie can't hear. Tristan, I gotta look up that moonshine on her tits. I just gotta. Applejack quietly screams at you. I know girls shouldn't be into each other at all, but I need to get that shirt off. I mean a lot of you come with King. Oh. I really hope my mom's not. Oh, shh.